When my friend told me about her booger wall and how her dad had to scrape them off the wall with a spatula to repaint her room. This goes back to what I'm saying about some people having to do their whole goddamn houses over because they have so much thick layers of boogers on their walls. Why is it bloody? Why do we have a bloody booger wall? Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about and reacting to booger walls. I know this might sound disgusting, but I have experienced this personally and feel like this is an interesting story and topic to talk about and something that's not talked about enough. So basically my story is when I was in college, I used to carpool from New York City to Buffalo, picking up friends and staying in different places along the way just to experience more of New York and any other places I want to see, like Syracuse, Rochester, Poughkeepsie, all these other random places. Basically I went to one friend's house and met their brother. Their brother's room did not have any walls, like it was just the solid beams you would see behind a drywall. And when we got back into the car, we had asked them like, yo, what was up with your brother? How come he didn't have no walls? This is the story they said. Basically, their brother had a basement bedroom. In the basement bedroom, their parents never checked on him because he was like the oldest. So it turns out he was just taking boogers and wiping them all over his walls. And when his parents came to check on him one time, or somebody had went in his room randomly, they seen that the walls were covered in boogers. Covered. So then when they tried to paint over the walls, it just didn't look right and it looked horrible no matter how much they tried to paint and clean it. So they had to just take off the wall and redo the wall. And we just happened to pick that person up in between them doing construction in their brother's room. But that was so wild that I was thinking about it recently and I just kind of like put booger wall in Google and I got a ton of results. So this is not something that is like a one-time thing. This happens to a bunch of people worldwide. First, I want to go over this Reddit post about does anyone else have or had a booger wall? When I bought my first house, I had an apparent booger wall that one of the kids probably wiped 14 years of boogers on. The previous owners repainted the room, but after about 8 weeks, the room started smelling awful. We replaced the carpet, the floorboards, and no help. One weekend, we were out of town and left the AC off and the house got really toasty and the smell got worse and the paint started to fester. Needless to say, one of the neighbor kids ratted out existing teen that lived there and said that was what they did. We had to replace the sheetrock all the way around. That's exactly what my friend's family had to do. They had to literally replace the sheetrock all the way around her brother's room. So when I found this story, I was like, this isn't just a one-off. This happens often. My son was about 8 or 10 years old when I had to clean it. It was worse than a hurricane. Well, I go to move the bed and along the wall where he slept was boogers. Oh my god, I was mad I had to clean that wall. Yo, my mom, she was super clean and she used to make us pull our bed backs clean under the bed. She was really on top of that. She would have never allowed something like this. So that's what I mean by like some parents just don't check on their kids. That 14 years of boogers is ridiculous. Yeah, now I want to puke the fuck. I agree. When we heard the story, that was like the only thing we could talk about for weeks. How is this even possible? How could you even do this? Who in their right mind does this? Turns out it goes beyond that. It goes from people having boogers on walls to this is where people are wiping their boogers the most. There's complete news articles about where people are wiping their boogers the most. It's fucking disgusting. I'm be real with you. Thanks to the makers of Zicam, the cold remedy, we now have to live with the knowledge that adults all over the US are wiping their digits on desks, couches, subway seats, and doorknobs after digging for gold. We wish we were kidding. The researchers surveyed over 3,500 adults in major US cities like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles about their cold recovery habits. They found that while the majority of people would avoid kissing someone with a cold, a shocking number of them, we're talking about 56% of adults surveyed, seem to have no problem wiping their snot all over the place. This is a serious scientific finding, people. It's a horrible scientific finding. I mean, you already know that public transportation in places like this are disgusting. Boogers go so much deeper than we actually thought, and I mean deeper than what we thought in like how people are wiping them all over the place. This is not something that is cool. Carry tissue on you if you're a booger picker. Don't just be flinging them shits around everywhere, bro. That's fucking nasty. Next thing I want to talk about is this other article about how to remove boogers from walls in 7 easy steps. From time to time, families, especially with kids, may discover unwelcome booger-based murals in their pristine walls. In fact, it's a surprisingly common issue that leaves many stumped or even revolted. Why is that a common issue? That should not be a common issue. Okay, if you're a parent and you're watching this right now, go check your sons or daughters or whoever, go check their walls. Make sure they're not wiping boogers all over their walls right now. Right now. Pause this video, go check right now. Let's stop this like today, because this should not be something that should be going into adulthood. Fortunately, we're here to help. My ass, you shouldn't need help. How to remove boogers from wall. Gather essential tools and supplies, safety measures, assess the situation. The situation should be, there should never be a situation at all. Just check. Don't be nasty. That's disgusting, bro. I'm sorry. It's okay to pick your nose. There's nothing wrong with picking your nose. I understand that, dude. I pick my nose. Everybody picks their nose. It's where you put the booger after. It's the afterthought of picking your nose. Yeah, people pick their nose and fling them out in public or whatever. Just carry some tissue on you, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with carrying tissue on you. It might sound like some old lady shit, but I tend to carry napkins and tissue on me. I usually have a book bag on and I have like a roll of tissue in there just in case I go to a bathroom somewhere and they don't have tissue. I don't know what that sounds like. To me, that sounds like preparedness. It might also sound crazy. Assess the situation. The booger consistency dictates the required removal strategy. Dude, no. Why? You have from hard boogers to soft boogers to disinfecting the wall space. Paint touch-ups. Tiny paint touch-ups are rarely needed, but if removal took a bit of wall paint with it, fear not. Once the wall section is completely dry, gently dab the matching paint onto the chipped area. No. Why is it bloody? Why do we have a bloody booger wall? Are you crazy? What is going on with you? Why? If you're... That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Keep tissues handy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. An essential part of preventing boogers from landing on your wall is the convenience. If tissues aren't readily available, chances are your wall might become the causality of nostril contents. Dude, fucking what? Children are keen observers and quick learners. They learn more from what they see you do than what you hear tell them. As such, it's crucial. So you're telling me a lot of these kids are learning these habits from seeing other people wipe boogers on the wall? Don't be a booger wall wiper. Don't do that. Be a better person. Please be a better person. This is a good article. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when it comes to like positive reinforcement and being empathetic. I'm not honestly being empathetic about people who are wiping boogers everywhere. So I'm sorry about that. If you're a booger wiper and I hurt your feelings, I am sorry, but also seek help. The last thing I wanted to cover is some other people's perspectives. Basically, we're just gonna check out some TikToks on the Boogerwall situation. No way. Although this is a joke, I do think this is not a joke. Is a safe space, can I truly finally be free? Dude, you know why I don't think this is a joke? Because this is a problem that he's probably, not saying him, but this is something that other girlfriends have probably discovered. My boyfriend's booger wall. When my...
Wish nothing but the worst for her. She needs to go to jail. She needs to...
Oh my God. When my friend told me about her booger wall and how her dad had to scrape them off the wall with a spatula to repaint her room. This goes back to what I'm saying about some people having to do their whole goddamn houses over because they have so much thick layers of boogers on their walls. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm hurting booger wall spreader people's feelings, but please do better. God, this is wild. This is wild. Me when my booger wall was revealed by my younger sibling and my only reaction was to lie. Yo, you know what this is reminding me of? There's like other internet stories. Oh my God, it's gonna sound wild. There's a story on the internet talking about a person who used to come inside of like a desk for years and years and years, and that was a whole thing. And the kid who had like a desk full of piss, that one was wild too. Like these are things that people do. Like there's nasty people out there. It's ridiculous. I wanted to see the Sebastian one.
Can't even get comfortable. You ever get into somebody's bed? It's weird. You get in, you can't. Look to the left, there's a booger wall. Somebody started a booger wall?
I didn't want to go through his whole comedy skit. What I wanted to mention was that the reason that people laugh or do laugh at comedy is because they can connect to it or have some kind of connection. And the fact that so many people laughed at that makes me think that a ton of people out there, or at least in this crowd, understand what a booger wall is and had some experience with it. How the bed-rotting people look at me when I tell them I used to have a booger wall because I didn't get myself to get out of bed. Dude, just get a box of tissues next to you. Why do you gotta just wipe them on the goddamn wall? What is wrong? Casually painting over a booger wall in my classroom.
I don't know.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know?
I'm not gonna subject you guys to that shit. Just know this is a real thing. This is a real fucking thing. When I see a TikTok about people having a booger wall and all the comments say we all had one, this is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. Why is there a common occurrence of booger walls? Do not do this. Have a box of Kleenex. You can get tissues for goddamn free if you go to Taco Bell or McDonald's or some shit. You have a positive or negative. Get some tissues from somewhere free like Taco Bell or McDonald's and put your boogers in there before you go to bed. Or have a goddamn booger wall and create a booger wall habit. This is wild. There is no we. This is a very small percentage of we right now, okay?
Yabba dabba doo, yamma da mamma, llama gamma goo, and yabba bebop, yabba da babba when the beat drop.
No, boyo. Poop wall when I was... No, the thing is, this poop wall shit is true, too. There's also a problem with people smearing poop on the wall, but I think that's more of a mental thing. The ceiling because I had a bunk bed. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is horrible. If you have a child with a bunk bed, please check your ceiling. There, we just learned something new. If you have a child with a bunk bed, please to God, check their goddamn ceiling.
Bro, have you heard about this dude putting freaking boogers on the wall, man? They be putting boogers on the wall. But what they talking about? What? No, they crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, who is saying everybody at the school. Like, come on. No cap. That's disgusting. Everybody know you're supposed to put it on the floor. What? On the floor?
Yeah.
On the floor?
I ain't even mean it like that.
You make me sleep on the floor.
Bro, that ain't that serious.
I ain't
bro.
coming over your house no more.
Bro, come on.
No, bro. No, you good.
Come on, man.
Keep your booger for. I don't want your booger for.
Man.
Keep it.
Not to disagree with the dude, but people flick they fucking boogers everywhere. You can't lie. You can't sit there and lie to me like you always have a tissue handy. I'm gonna be real with you. I can have some empathy with the booger smearers right now. I'm not gonna be nasty, but I flick the booger here and there. I'm not gonna lie to you, B. I've been there, I've done that. Last thing I want to talk about is there's this book called Don't Wipe Your Boogers on the Wall. I'm saying this video gets 25 likes. 25 likes. I will make a video doing a read aloud about Don't Wipe Your Boogers on the Wall. A real life reaction to this book while I'm reading it. That's what I will do. If this video gets 25 likes, right? That's my goal to you as a YouTuber person. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, do you have any stories from your childhood about booger walls or something close to it? This is a safe space, guys. This is a safe space. I'm gonna be real with you. You can just, you don't even have to go to YouTube. Go to fucking Reddit sometimes. They have a whole Reddit on booger walls as well. If you don't feel comfortable doing it here, there's also Reddit. There's probably a Discord on booger walls. Oh my God, there's probably a Discord on booger walls. Shit, it probably goes way deeper than this basic ass research that I'm doing. There's probably a rabbit hole of booger wall pickers that goes so far. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.